everyone. It's the final of 4 weekends straight here at Sydney Motorsport Park. It's the Beaurepaires Sydney SuperNight. 3 days of action on track, Chad. It's all kicking off very, very shortly. What are we going to expect from today particularly?
Yeah, well, 3 days, 2 nights. How cool is that? Yeah, a bit of night racing to get us back into it this weekend. We're going to have some night practice tonight, but it's not just the usual suspects that are going to be in the cars. If you have a little bit of a look to your right-hand side.
Here's a sneak peek.
Hang on a minute.
What? What
They're
is
back.
this?
The co-drivers are going to get their very own session to show who is the quickest of the co-drivers of them all. I think James Moffat said it on Facebook Live last night. He said it's the co-driver World Championship, not even the co-driver Grand Prix anymore. It's a World Championship of co-drivers. Garth Tander's 97 is on the way out of the weigh scales.
I think this is a really cool touch from Rebel and Pole Racing. I'm not sure if every oh, and look, speaking of the devil.
Hey, is this your car, mate?
It is. It is for this afternoon. It will be, yeah.
It quite clearly says Lowndes on the side of it, so that's pretty cool. What can we expect from the co-driver session today, mate?
Well, we did actually a track walk this morning, and listening to Jamie and the way they've evolved over the last 3 weekends, he actually made a comment that he was actually really happy that we've been here for the same circuit 3 weekends in a row because they actually can develop and actually learn things. And normally, you go to a track, you don't know whether you evolved the car or whether you're just getting suited to the circuit. So the 3 weekends here so far has actually been really good for the team. I'm going to do some testing. They didn't tell me what. They just said we've got a couple of things they want to test and sort of give them a direction before where they want to go tonight when the proper drivers get in.
All right, how about that? How cool.
Drivers.
The proper drivers, yeah. Because Craig Lowndes isn't a proper driver anymore.
I love that Lowndes is referring to the others as proper drivers. Oh, it's good to have Craig. Of course, Craig is part of the Fox Sports telecast, which kicks off. We're just going to make sure we don't run over anything here. Kicks off at, goodness, what time are we on today? 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
I think. So we're going to head down the lane.
That's in 7 minutes. So it's 2:15 o'clock.
That's right.
Today.
Head down the lane and take a look at what else is happening here. We've got the Walkinshaw Andretti United guys. Chaz Mostert, who's Lee Holdsworth, will be in Chaz's car for the co-driver session. And Warren Luff for Bryce Forward.
And Warren Luff is currently sitting in a Toyota 86 because he's not too far away from hitting the racetrack in that car. We've also got a few of the co-drivers popping up in other categories this week. So Tony D'Alberto is returning to Super 2, which is pretty exciting. The first time in 14 years. As revealed exclusively on Tuesday Night Takeaway.
That's right.
We've had one and only exclusive all year, and that's the one that we've got. So we're going to stick to that one. Check us out again Tuesday night, powered by The Garage. But lots to look forward to. Another thing that's going to pop up in the coverage this week is Nick and I had a very romantic morning yesterday. We walked up Sydney Harbour Bridge together.
Oh, how lovely. I hope some cameras were there to capture that, or was it just a private
Would you believe it? There was a camera there, actually, so you will be able to catch that on the coverage this weekend. Thankfully, we picked some pretty good weather for it yesterday. The weather is the talking point here in the paddock so far today. We might get a little bit of rain today. We're definitely going to get some rain tomorrow. And
we are guaranteed, 100% guaranteed rain on Sunday, which is going to definitely mix things up.
And it's like apocalyptic style weather that we're expecting on Sunday.
Now,
but
as we head past the second garage for BJR with Macaulay Jones and Jack Smith, the other talking point is has been quite late notice that Dave Reynolds is back.
He's back.
In car 26.
He is.
For Kelly Grove Racing.
Amazingly, the third driver to be rumoured driving this car this week is the guy who always drives it. And it's funny, the way that the world works over the last 4 weeks, that should be a surprise that Dave Reynolds is driving his own car this week. It's a strange one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I mean, I guess if he's as fast on the track as he was getting double vaccinated, then he should be well up the front.
He'll be fine. It's good to have him back. You know, he's obviously a character that a lot of the fans love. So welcome back to David Reynolds and Andre Heimgartner still in car 7. And
a really late change for the additional drivers practice session this morning. So Matt Payne is actually going to be campaigning car 26, not Luke Youlden, who was actually written down to be the co-driver. So, yeah, a late switch there. And Matt Payne also running in the Super 2 Series
He is. And a car that Daniel Ricciardo himself once drove at Calder Park in 2019, the ex-Rick Kelly Nissan. And really cool to have Matt Payne making his debut in Supercars racing because there's been a lot of hype around this kid, and they're hoping at Kelly Grove Racing they'll be able to get a super license for him to be able to enter the category full-time for that team to replace the outgoing Andre Heimgartner. So that's plan A for them. And today his Supercars journey officially starts in Super 2, which is really cool. And that car topped the test session here that was held yesterday. So very curious as to know exactly how quick Matt Payne's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got Supercars, additional drivers practice, Supercars practice 1, which is about 7:45-ish, I think.
Yeah, under lights.
Latest night under lights, which is awesome. But what do we do to fill in the rest of the time, Chad? We've got a huge support card.
This is the best support categories that we've seen lined up here. I mean that with most respect to those that have been here so far. We've got the 86s who are about to zing by us right now. Here they come. Wait for this. Ah, yes, what a good sound that is. And there's 27 of these things out there this weekend, so a packed grid for these guys. The Trans Ams are back joining the categories this weekend. They're big, powerful V8 sideways cars. We've seen them at the Adelaide 500 before. Fans love those things. S5000. The S5000s are going to be here running with Supercars for the first time, if you include the Grand Prix where everything got called off.
Yep.
They had
first championship round.
a 3-hour test session here last night, which featured names like Nick Percat. There's a couple of XF1 drivers on the grid for that one. And then, of course, the Dunlop Series with Super 2 and Super 3. And I think our little buddy Tom Randall's going to have a little run in the commentary box with that today as well.
Fantastic. Plenty of reasons to tune in to Fox Sports 506. We'll have every session live here from the first day of the Beaurepaires Sydney Super Night. It all kicks off at 2:15 local time. We'll catch you later on today. See you guys.
Bye now.